Hello everybody, welcome back to the Wisconsin Greg Show. I want to do a little cool kind of history video today about I guess you call them gravestones or head markers or tombstones or whatever. It's about a kind of a rare one that I kind of figure is kind of rare, but I guess they were pretty popular years ago. They originally started making these things in Bridgeport, Connecticut, and then the company expanded out to I think 4 or 5 more other factories, big cities like Philadelphia, Chicago, Ontario. I can't remember. I'll leave links to articles about this. There's a lot of information about these stones. What's really unique about them is they're not really made out of stone. They're made out of zinc. They're supposedly 90 to 99% zinc. They're sometimes listed as white. I can't remember what it's called. White. It's like a cast white metal, but technically they're really 89 or 90 to 99% zinc. A lot of people think they have a zinc coating, and it I guess it kind of looks like they have a coating, but I guess that is caused from being in the air. They get a coating over them over a period of time, just being exposed to air. And it's not technically a zinc coating. I mean, it is probably zinc because the whole thing is made out of zinc, but it's not like a spray-on coating. It's just something that happens in nature when it's exposed to air. But there is as a lot of you know, in my area, we've had a lot of storms and wind damage and stuff, and there's a lot of wind damage here in the cemetery. And the one I want to show you is right behind me here, right up in there. And you can see there's trees knocked down around it. They haven't got them cleaned up yet. There's a lot of tree damage here, and unfortunately the stone I want to show you, they call them as Zinkers. It's got a tree kind of laying on it, but we're going to still make this video and do the best we can because I think it's pretty interesting. So let me turn this camera around. This is what I want to show you, but just quick before we get into that, let me show you some of the damage around here. That I see some other areas where they're fixing stones that have got broken, tipped over, and really a mess. It's really a shame this had to happen, but that's part of living here in Wisconsin, I guess. We get some bad weather once in a while. But anyways, getting back to what we were talking about, this is one of those stones here, and you can kind of tell by their color. They're kind of a whitish blue tint to them, and if you go up to them and tap them, you can tell that they're hollow inside. And another way you can also tell is like where the nameplates are. They have kind of screws or bolts that hold them into place right here in the corners. And these can be taken off, and if they needed, like, add a name or whatever, another plate could be installed. I guess originally, from what I understand, is these were sold by traveling salesmen out of catalogs. And I don't know if they make the sale and then they probably, I would say probably it came through the mail back then, I'm not sure. And I believe they were manufactured from the 1870s to the 1939s, and I guess some were even sold after that. So probably some that were stocked up and stuff into the 40s, from what I'm understanding. It was about the latest any of them were sold. But they're really cool. I would never have known it until somebody told me about this. I was at a cemetery tour the other day they were telling about we're a circus town, and it was kind of interesting. They were telling us all about the people from the circuses that were buried in the cemetery. The cemetery I'm in is in Delavan, Wisconsin, called Spring Grove Cemetery. And let me just tap on here so you can see, so you can hear it, metal. I don't believe it's magnetic because of the type of metal it is. I do have a magnet with me. Let me see. Those bolts might be magnetic. Nope, nothing is magnetic on it. Pretty interesting, I thought. Can you imagine back then how much a stone that size would cost? It would be really, really expensive. And they sold them as being stronger and tougher, which I don't know if they actually ended up being that, but this one is still standing and it's kind of taking a beating right now with this tree laying against it. But I have heard that some of them do have corrosion problems and they get like white bubbly and stuff, and then some places have tried to pour cement inside them to make them stronger, and I guess that's the wrong thing to do. And I guess they're not supposed to be painted neither. But thought it was pretty interesting, so I thought I'd share this. Sorry for the consequences with the dead trees and the broken trees laying here, but that's just the way it is. The show must go on. So anyways, that's all I wanted to do was show these to you. And like I said, I'm going to leave quite a few links in the description if you want to go check them out. There's a whole lot more information about these types of stones. And I just found them pretty interesting. I thought you might too. So have a great day, everyone. We'll catch you on the next Wisconsin Greg Show. Take care now. Bye.